Hello, and thanks for tuning in and watching this webinar. In today's webinar, I'm going to be teaching you how you can increase your dental practice profit by 30% or even more. So with that being said, let's talk about some of the metrics that you should be expecting as a dental practice owner. So the average profit margin is 38.3%. If everything's running correctly, you should be seeing this profit margin. Anything below that could potentially mean that you have a problem and there's some things that you need to take care of in order to fix that issue. So as you see on the right hand side, I have I just threw out a number. This is not like from a particular practice, but this is just a number that's to help you understand the profits that you can expect with this with the 61.7 overhead, and how even this a small percent difference can be a dramatic difference between you being able to scale or buy more time for yourself or invest into new machines or whatever the case may be. So let's talk about some of the issues. I know there's a lot of things that is involved in running a dental practice, but let's talk about some of the issues that you may experience as a dental practice owner. So you have staffing, marketing, patient acquisition, compliance with insurance, collecting insurance payments, technology and equipment, and time management as well, making sure that you're balancing your administrative tasks with the personal patient care. So that's really important. The main thing is really, as a dental practice owner, is making sure your patients are getting taken care of. But it does come with a lot of work. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's talk about, and with that being said, let's talk about why is it difficult for a lot of dentists who are having these problems to attract new patients. Well, to be honest with you, it may not be your problem. It's actually people, because a lot of times it starts off with people being afraid. So there are people who have dental problems but don't want to take care of it because they're either scared to go or they're fear of the cost. So that's the second point. So some people may not have insurance, so that may be an out-of-pocket problem for them, and they may not understand the severity of that problem. Some users may not even understand the benefits of your dental services. For example, if you're doing whitening or if you're doing wisdom tooth removal, some people may not see a big deal or may see it as a big deal to remove or not remove their wisdom tooth. They might not see a big deal in getting a better smile or getting braces or whatever the case may be. So that's another point. Having dental phobia. So that's another one. And that's one I personally had myself as a child. And I still kind of do now. I will be honest, I still have dental phobia now, but it's not as bad. But it is kind of scary in a way, if you think about it. Because if you have cavity or if you need a root canal, those are the two words that people usually get scared of when they think of getting a dental service or whatever the case may be. So let's keep that in mind. I realized I just had this on here twice, so that was my mistake. All right, so now here's the next topic, which is how do we start attracting more dental patients? That's where we want to really get hammering on. So the two things that you should be doing: you should find a niche and make sure that you stick with it, and make sure that it's profitable too. We'll talk about that more. But make sure you find a profitable niche or an audience that knows that can benefit from your services. So if you're good at something, find an audience that will benefit from that service. And the second thing is very important. This is important for all business models, is to stick with a consistent marketing plan that's designed to help you reach your end goal. So whether it's you're trying to expand, if you're trying to buy more time, pay off loans, or just increase profit for your dental practice, or even get it ready to be sold to like an investor. Because a lot of times investors will look at your metrics before making that purchase decision. So if you're trying to retire and have some nice income coming in while you're retired, this is something that you should be taking into consideration of. And speaking of things to consider, as far as your market, you should know what size your market is. So there's many resources online that can give you those details on what type of buyers are in your area and how many they are, and also how many competitors that are in your area as well. So the more competitors you have, the more difficult it will be for you to acquire new patients. Not that it's impossible. It's definitely doable, but you just have to do it the right way and take a few extra steps. So just because you see dental practices opening up in your area, it's not the end of the world. So don't ever feel that you're not going to be able to reach the top or get close to the top, or just even make a marginal difference in your revenue because of competition. So that's not something you have to really worry too much about. And that's another thing I want to talk about in this slide. Another thing to ask is what kind of marketing has and has not worked for my practice. So all marketing is not the same. Some things work better than others, right? So for some industries, PPC ads, which stands for pay-per-click ads, may work better. Organic marketing may work better for another industry. Maybe running Facebook ads would be better for another business. So you have to look at that. But I noticed for dentists, pay-per-click, Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, it is pretty much where the general public is at, because everybody needs dental work, and that's where a lot of people spend their time on. But Google Ads is really great because it directs the potential patient to a form that they can interact with and leave their contact details and call you right away without having to jump through many pages and try to find whatever details. And it's less distracting so they don't click off. But we're going to talk about that even more later, so I don't want to get too off topic. And also look at how many reviews you have compared to your competition. Even if you have 5-star reviews, it's very important to make sure that you have a lot of 5-star reviews, because a lot of other dentists may have way more than that. So if you're as a new dental practice, you might have 24 5-star reviews, but there might be another one that has 800 reviews at a 4.8. So they have more market dominance because they have a longer track record. But we can help you get there, and that's what our job is as an agency that works with dental practice owners. We want to make sure that you're standing out and making sure that you're putting your best foot forward to getting you the results that you want for your practice. So here are 3 marketing strategies that you can use as a dental practice owner to get more patients through your door. So that is online marketing, database marketing, and referral marketing. So online marketing obviously will have everything to do with your website, your brand presence online, your Google page, Facebook page. Your database marketing is people you've interacted with before that may have not contacted you in a while, or maybe they haven't had an appointment in a very long time. So that's a good place to start. In referral marketing, your patients are the best promoters, because for every person they talk to, they could be talking to 30 other people, like in a group that way. So once the word of mouth spreads around that you're a good dentist, then that will increase your credibility in that area, which will make it obvious to people that you are the professional that they want to see. Very important. That's even better than having a strong online presence. If people that they know already trust you, then that is a win-win for you at the end of the day. So let's get started with direct response website. This is something that you'll use with online marketing. So if you have a website currently, and a lot of dentists do, and I commend you if you have a website, but that's not all that you need in order to get leads to the door. So as a web developer myself, I am a software engineer. I work on enterprise web applications, but I apply these same concepts that the big boys and girls use in their business to smaller businesses, so they can get to where they need to be. So the same strategies apply. So when you're making a website, you need to be very clear and concise on what you offer and where they can contact you for an appointment. So that's one thing. It needs to be responsive, because a lot of people book their appointments on their phone. A lot of people may use a mobile device, or they might be on a road when they're doing it. Some people book appointments while they're driving. So not that I recommend it, not that anybody should be doing it, but that's just reality. A lot of people are on the go and they want to get to things quickly. So being responsive allows people to easily interact with your website by making it optimized for their mobile devices. This also works if they have a slower internet connection, so they can still get a decent. Well, that has nothing to do with responsiveness. That's more for like performance optimization, but that's a whole nother topic. SEO optimization. Making sure that you're able to be discovered by people is very crucial, because if people don't know you, if you're on the 3rd, 4th, 5th page of Google, people won't see you at all. So if you're on the 2nd page of Google, you might as well not be on Google, because nobody goes to the 2nd page of Google most of the time. If that, most people don't even scroll past their screen height, basically. So if they don't see the results in the first 5 or 6, then it's not going to work out for you. Now, do you have to be in the first 6 to 9 results to be successful in this market? You absolutely do not, because it's impossible. There's a lot more than 6 to 9 dentists in your state, regions, city, or whatever. But the main thing is targeting specific phrases for specific services that you offer. Again, that's a whole nother topic, very technical, but it is very helpful when it comes down to getting you more patients. Analytics. This is how you're going to find out if your marketing is working, what's not. So that's very valuable, because marketing is not a cheap thing to invest in. It's very powerful, only if it's being used properly. So analytics will give you an insight on how your ads are performing, which is working better. So if you do call tracking, that would be something that you can track or analyze. And you can also track other apps too to see how they're performing. So if one is performing better than the other, then you can obviously you will know exactly where to put your money in. Because the last thing you want to do is throw a bunch of ads somewhere, then your cost per acquisition goes all the way up, and your marketing budget is through the roof, and you still didn't get the results you want. So definitely look into that. Expert content. All right, I'm talking a lot here. Hold on one second. Having expert content on your website will absolutely help you with gaining trust with your users and potential patients. Because when somebody has a toothache or somebody has any type of dental problem, the first thing they're going to do is look it up online. They're going to see what is wrong with my tooth, or what are symptoms of a cavity. Do I need a root canal? Do I need braces? How much are braces? They'll look up a whole bunch of things, right? So being that source of professional help before they even buy anything or before they even come in the office will I won't say guarantee every patient, because that's impossible. We can't guarantee things, but what we will do is help them gain trust and feel comfortable with doing business with you. So you'll be the first person on their mind when they're ready to book an appointment. And what you can also do in a blog post or in your content, you can add call to actions. So right after somebody's reading your blog, you can immediately allow them to book an appointment with you, which has tremendous business value. Now, the last two, I'm going to merge these together because they kind of go hand in hand. Directories. Directories have reviews that allows people to leave reviews on your practice. So if you are looking to spread the word quickly, directories really do help. If you have some that you, there are some out there, but whatever, there's many directories that you can use, obviously. And it's not really particular one I recommend, because I can't think of one right now. But if you put your dental practice on multiple directories, you increase your probability of reaching more people. So that's so that's it for that slide. So the next one is an example of what a testimonial will look like. So you can show your patients before and after pictures of your work, which has tremendous value, and it will help with the acquisition process, because they're actually seeing what kind of results they can expect from your practice. So that answers a lot of questions that's going on in their head. Now, for your ads, what should you put inside of them? A lot of people may wonder how to write an ad, or maybe they get stuck and they think they have to explain this too much, and also in some of these ad platforms, they only give you so much space to write this content. So the main thing is to be short and concise. If you have a catchy headline, say like a smile that you can afford, or something like if there's a line for people who want to, I don't know, it could be anything. It's not really something set in stone, but it just has to be related to your audience. So that's with that being said, it's short and concise, and it's relatable to the audience. Have an offer that they can't resist. Not saying that you should offer your services for a very low price or anything like that. Don't do that, because the whole purpose of your business is to make money. But like, offer something like maybe a free teeth cleaning, or maybe you can scan their teeth to see what's going on in their mouth, and then give them a rundown of what type of services they need. Maybe you can recommend them products that can help them take care of their teeth better, even if they don't book an appointment with you. So those are just some ideas that I have that can help you with the acquisition process. So, and the next thing is clear call to action. Making sure that you have a clear call to action or a deadline. You don't have to have a deadline, but if you have a deadline, that does make people feel like they have to make a decision quicker, so you're not waiting for those leads. And of course, testimonials and reviews definitely help when displaying your ad. So if you can do that on a landing page on your ad, definitely add the testimonials or include a link to it somewhere. So database marketing. So this is where you follow up with patients who haven't visited you in a very long time. So this is a way you can just call up, ask how they're doing, and ask them if they need to come in for an appointment. If they say no, that's fine. Or maybe if they don't answer, just keep asking them. Just keep calling. Don't keep calling after like every single day, of course, but periodically check up on them. Just be genuine. Don't ask if you come in for an appointment. Just ask about maybe their family or whatnot, and ask how they're whatever. There's something general just to break the ice, because they may not even know who you are when you call them. So just keep that in mind. Attend in-house events and email and in-house events, email marketing, and direct marketing. That's That's also very important. Getting out in the community, interacting with people, maybe showing demos of what you do. That's a great opportunity to get some more clients to the door. Email marketing goes with lead generation. So that's basically how you would you'll get those leads through your website. They'll sign up for an email list, and then they can be notified when you have maybe some certain deals going on. Maybe you have a special rerunning, or maybe you're introducing a new service, or maybe you just want to remind people that their appointment is coming up soon. So that's a great way to keep people in a loop and making sure that they're that you are on their minds. Now, referral marketing, this is the most practical and the most powerful form of marketing. Referral marketing is where you encourage patients to give give referrals, tell other people about your business in a way that you can, well, I'll get into that. That's the next slide on how to ask for referral. But yeah, so encourage your patients to talk nicely about each other people. So, and maybe even tell them that their family can come in for a small discount, or maybe even for free teeth cleaning, like I was recommending earlier. So how do you properly ask for a referral? Some people are socially awkward, and I understand. You don't want to have to be sound like you're begging for them to talk about your business, but be polite about it. Ask if they know somebody who could benefit from your services. I'm sure many people out there know that there's somebody that has maybe less than perfect teeth or less than healthy teeth. So I'm sure they have somebody that they can recommend, and they have a good rapport with you. Then there's no reason why they wouldn't talk nicely about you to their friends, family, or whatever. So there are 3 things that you really should make sure that you're measuring when you're doing your marketing. Make sure you're measuring how much it costs per call, per appointment, and your total sales. So this will give you an overall understanding of how your business is going in general, and not just based upon your ads performance. Because if you're selling a lot of services, but your profit margin is thin, that may mean that you have your expenses are high in certain areas, or maybe it just costs a lot of money to run those services. I'm not sure exactly which ones are the highest or the lowest. I have to go back into my notes, but just look at what you're offering right now, and just think of what you're doing in your practice that takes a lot of time, a lot of skill, and it doesn't have a lot of margin. So try to stick with things that are inexpensive to produce, but have tremendous value for your patient. And let me see. I just want to make sure I covered all those points. Yeah, so all that is pretty self-explanatory. When you see your sales, you'll see, how that correlates with the other metrics that I was referring to earlier. So here's the summary of everything that I was talking about. So if you focus on these 3 strategies, you should see at least, and I honestly believe it, a lot of times these numbers can be very different. 30% is not a ceiling. This is just a very good number for pretty much generally for any dental practice. So you could definitely do higher than 30%, and that depends on what you're selling. You can do a little bit lower than 30%, but those numbers really do make a big difference. Even if it's 5, 10, 15, 23%, those numbers really make a difference, because that is a lot of money that you will be gaining over time. And that can allow you to grow your business, retire, pay off your loans, maybe extend your staff, maybe even invest into equipment that can reduce your staff load so you can provide better patient experience for the people that come into your office. So here are the 3 things. Focus on marketing, online marketing, specifically online marketing. Actually, I should say specifically referral marketing, but referral marketing will happen after your online marketing is good, because people got to come in and find out about you, whatever. So online marketing, definitely make sure that's taken care of. Database marketing and referral marketing. So once you pay attention to these 3 things, you will definitely have a successful dental practice, and you'll be able to reach heights that you have never thought you'll reach before. So you want better results, gotta make the change. So let me talk to you a little bit about what I do. I don't think I really introduced myself in the beginning. My name is Christopher Clemens. I am a software engineer, web expert. And when I mean software, I build web applications in the cloud that have very specific business functionality. So I'm able to integrate a lot of features that helps a lot of businesses in different sectors get the most out of their resources, especially their technical resources, which is crucial. So what I do specifically now is help dental practice owners reach these goals with the technology and the knowledge that I have and the experience that I've gained by working with bigger companies in different industries. Everything is pretty much the same with every industry, being honest. You have to have good sales and marketing. You have to have a strong presence, and people have to trust you, because without the trust factor, then people won't trust. They won't do business with you. So as a company, as my with my small firm, I won't even call it like a company. I love family size businesses like myself because I really like to be involved with my clients, and I like to basically hold their hand and make sure that they are getting everything that they need. And that's pretty much what I do in a nutshell. And if you are ready to increase your dental practice profits by 30% or more, if you just have some general questions about what I've talked about in the slide today, give me an email at chris@digit.co. My name is spelled with a C, HRIS @digit.co, and it's spelled just like it is in the URL at the bottom of your screen. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.